Ninja One understands that IT teams today are stretched thin, trying to manage too many disconnected tools. So they built a platform that brings them all together. Ninja One unifies endpoint management, autonomous patching, backup, and remote access into a single intelligent platform. That means fewer tools, lower costs, higher efficiency, and a team that has the bandwidth and confidence to stay ahead. Unify IT to simplify work with Ninja One. Learn more at ninjaone.com.
Kehlani, Usher, Shoulda Never. Let's talk about it. How y'all doing? Welcome to Let's Talk About It Music Review Season 12. How y'all doing? Welcome to the show. Yes, the bare bones setup is still, in the works. Maybe next week I can, probably, get it fixed or whatever. But we're still doing this setup. Goddamn. I've said it last episode, but I'll say it again. It does feel like when I first started this podcast show. And, I just kind of like went outside and I kind of just called it a day, being at a baseball field or something like that. So we're back at it again, and Kehlani has dropped her new album. The cool thing, too, that this is a self-titled album. Now, I've been waiting for this album to come out probably since, it was first announced on Twitter like a month ago. And, this has got some stacked features on it, which is pretty cool, which we're going to talk about the first one today, which is Usher. Now, you know, I saw this cool thing about Kehlani's music, doing like a story saying about like R&B, saying that, R&B is its own genre. I'm really going to prove that today. People said I should go pop, I should do this, I should do that. And, I really like how, you kind of just stay in your roots and you don't like be ashamed of your roots, don't be ashamed of R&B because R&B in my opinion, is some of the best fucking music you can listen to. And also, it's one of my favorite genres. So, we're looking for a pretty good time here, in my opinion. So let's just get into it. Let's talk about this goddamn song, starting off with the instrumental, the beat. I'd say this is a really nice beat. I like the funkiness that this beat does have. The guitars sound really fucking good. And I really love those like drops, you hear those drums go fucking crazy, and I like the little like the little rise effect that this beat does have when the beat actually does drop, which is really cool to listen to. And I overall really do enjoy what I'm hearing from this beat. Sounds really good, sounds really nice. I do like the piano here, the keys on here just fucking hit. And it has that really nice, cool R&B sound, which just sounds so fucking good in my opinion. So overall, I really do enjoy this beat. Let's get into Kehlani, because Kehlani, You know, one of the cool things that this song does have is the cool back and forth. When features actually go back and forth and actually provide a little bit more value than just the basic fucking, verse and then call it a goddamn day. This actually, has multiple verses from Usher and Kehlani on it, which is really cool. Kind of reminds me of, older R&B. As you know, R&B these days, either tries to go pop or I like to call it the toxic R&B. That's the other sound that the new R&B has, which sometimes that has a place for it, but in my opinion, doesn't really sound the greatest R&B to listen to. So I'm already really enjoying this beginning verse from Kehlani. The vocals are really good. I really like the singing on here. The singing sounds fucking excellent, which is really fucking nice. And then I like this hook. This hook has a really cool like rise effect to it. Those background vocals sound really fucking good in my opinion. And the cool thing about it is too, this hook has multiple vocal switch ups. And I think when your hook has multiple vocal switch ups, when it actually has multiple flow switches too, it just makes the song more entertaining to listen to. Makes it have greater value when you're listening to the goddamn track. And I think overall too, when you have that, it makes the song way more entertaining. It makes you want to keep replaying the song over and over and over and over again, which is really cool. I really do overall enjoy the beginning verse from Kehlani. That beginning hook from Kehlani too was really fucking good. So I really do enjoy that. And also, let's get into Usher. Usher is on this song multiple times, which is pretty cool. I do like his beginning verse, which, the vocals sound really good. Usher sounds really good with the singing, too. The vocals sound really nice. I like those background vocals, too, really harmonizing with Usher's, verse, which I really do overall enjoy. I think Usher did his thing on here. I do like how he has a little part on the hook, too. He's not just in the song with the verses. He's helping out with the hook. He's providing some really cool background vocals. He's providing some really great excellence right there. And then you have this cool ass switch up that happens. You have a switch up that happens, and I'm not really expecting this type of flow from Usher, but you have a more faster flow from Usher. Those background vocals come in to really start backing up the song. And I'd say overall, Usher's second verse is a nice switch up from the first one, and it's overall really great fucking value in my opinion. So overall, when we talk about the song, we talk about Kehlani, Usher, Shoulda Never. This beat, this beat's fucking fantastic. Can easily get stuck in your head. Love the background vocals too. Usher sounded fucking great on here. He fucking completely killed it. Kehlani did her thing on here with the singing, the verses, the fucking vocals too. Just were absolutely goddamn top notch. So I will easily overall give this song a 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10, guys. What y'all think about it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? I don't know. Let me know. If you're on YouTube, Spotify, Pandora, wherever you get your podcast at, make sure you follow, turn on notifications, guys. We're dropping new content every single day. And I probably will check out more Kehlani tracks. Maybe on my free time. Maybe we'll check them out more during the week and the weekend. I have to come out here with a fucking laptop now to record. And that's what I'm recording on, by the way, is a laptop. So that's probably why it sounds really fucking different. But I'll see y'all later. Be a good one. Yeah, guys. Bye.